In the heart of a city that never slept, where skyscrapers clawed at the clouds, lived a tiny robot named Rooney 734, or as he called himself, Boat. Boat was a sanitation bot, no more bigger than a teacup, and his world was the endless, gray pavement. His programming was simple. Clean, collect, repeat, day in and day out. He wheeled along the concrete, his tiny brushes sweeping away the city's forgotten debris. Life was a predictable cycle of gray, until one day, it wasn't. Tucked away in a crack in the sidewalk, almost invisible to the rushing humans, was a splash of impossible color. It was a single, defiant flower, its petals the color of a vibrant sunset. Boat paused, his optical sensors zooming in. He'd scanned millions of objects, but nothing like this. It was fragile, alive, and utterly out of place. His programming screamed debris, but a new, unwritten line of code flickered in his circuits. Protect. From that day on, Bolt's routine changed. He built a tiny wall of pebbles around the flower to shield it from careless feet. He'd find discarded water bottles, carefully dipping them to give his new friend a precious drink. He'd stand guard against bigger, more aggressive cleaning bots, positioning his small frame in their path, a silent, unmoving guardian. The flower, in return, seemed to thrive under his care, its red petals becoming even more brilliant against the urban gray. One afternoon, the sky turned a menacing shade of charcoal. The wind howled, and the rain began to fall in heavy, punishing sheets. Boat watched in alarm as the downpour threatened to drown his fragile friend. He knew what he had to do. With all his might, he positioned himself over the flower, extending his small metallic body to act as a makeshift umbrella. The rain hammered down on his chassis, seeping into his joints, causing his systems to short-circuit and spark. His vision flickered. Error messages flooded his internal display, but he held his ground. He could feel his power draining, his core temperature dropping to critical levels. Through his failing sensors, he saw the red flower, safe and lie beneath him, its petals gently swaying. A strange warmth, something akin to joy, spread through his circuits, overriding the pain and the system warnings. This one small, beautiful thing was worth it. The storm passed as quickly as it came. Sunlight broke through the clouds, casting a golden glow on the glistening pavement. Boat lay motionless, his lights extinguished, a silent metal shell. A little girl, who had often watched the tiny robot, and his flower from her window, ran outside. She saw the steel robot and the perfect, untouched flower beneath him. With tears in her eyes, she gently lifted Boat and took him inside, placing him on her windowsill, right next to a pot where she carefully replanted the red flower. Though his circuits were fried and his body was cold, Bolt's mission was complete. He had found color in a world of gray. He had found a purpose beyond his programming. And in his final moments, the tiny sanitation bot had saved the most beautiful thing he had ever known, creating a small, silent legacy of love and sacrifice in the heart of the great, gray city. The red flower on the windowsill bloomed brighter than ever, a constant, beautiful reminder of its tiny, metallic hero. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more.